What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. So this video, we've got two different interesting and awesome things going on for you. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is that you guys have mentioned many times in my previous videos, hey, can I get an update for the golf? Any golf video updates? What's been going on with the golf? I've been doing most of my videos for this. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. It's the 240 on this side and the Mini back in there. And I haven't really been putting out videos for this. And that's because of this guy. Him, my little brother. So he's been doing mods on the car and he hasn't exactly been letting me know when he's doing something. So it's awesome that he's doing stuff, but at the same time, it would be nice if I could get some video footage of him doing extra mods. Because if you guys remember from any of the videos that we had before regarding this thing, it didn't quite look like this. So the first thing you'll notice is that the entire thing isn't that gunmetal color anymore. And that's because he took all the plastic dip off, peeled it all back, and we went back to the regular blue that the car was. So Luca, he wanted to change up the color of it. And as you can tell, well, he's definitely doing that. But we're not exactly going with plastic dip. We're going with vinyl wrap. He went with an Avery, what is it called?
Avery Carmine Red.
Avery Carmine Red. It's super bright. We're doing the bumper, fenders, doors. Okay, we're basically doing everything except for the hood and roof. Those right now are currently wrapped gloss black. Everything else is going bright red. So it looks good from the front, and I'm going to show you guys quickly a nice little front scoop of it. I think it looks really good. Luca also got the front bumper to line up a little bit better. He spent a little bit of time playing around with that. And now it's just a matter of wrapping everything else. So he's leaving the front lip, the side skirt that he installed that I didn't have a video for, along with the rear bumpers, valance or whatever the heck they call it. We're leaving those, the plastic black color, and everything else is going red. There are a couple imperfections with the car, but the wrap is going to basically cover up pretty much everything except for dents. But yeah, here she is. This is a little update for the Golf. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that Luca also did a little exhaust work. I posted up a picture on Instagram regarding it, and what he did was he got basically everything made from after the headers all the way back. He got all that redone. He got a flex pipe. He got a different size piping in there, and he got a cheap, inexpensive muffler attached on the back of it. It's like a Gretty style. It's got a titanium heat treated tip, and it looks pretty cool. Sounds a little different. I'll get a little sound clip of that for you. But the next thing that I wanted to cover for this video isn't quite this. It's something that I spent a decent amount of money on, and it's gonna make a difference for every future video out there. If you guys can tell from the title, you guys kind of have an idea. But I bought a new camera, and it is sick. I've been waiting for a while to get this thing. It came out not too long ago, and the video quality on it is unreal. Now, why am I recording on this camera? Well, this camera is my camera that I've been using forever. It's a Canon 70D, and it is fantastic. It's been super handy. The screen flips out in front, so I can actually see what I'm recording right here on the screen. So I've got the lens here, screen there. I can see what I'm doing, and my new camera does the same kind of thing. So I'm gonna switch over to this camera, and I wanna show you guys the quality difference, the sound difference, and everything else is a huge upgrade for that, okay? So I'm gonna switch over right now. So the footage that you guys were seeing was from this camera. This is the camera that I've been using for the last year and a bit, if not a little bit more than that, and this has done me fantastic. I love this thing. It's got a 10-18 lens, and this thing has an STM motor, which means it's silent and it doesn't make any noise when I'm shooting. This new camera that I'm using now has all of that and more. So it was recording at 1080p at 24 frames per second. This thing now records 4K at 60 frames per second. Now that footage that I'm talking about right there is almost unheard of out of a DSLR. You can see how friggin' fantastic the definition and clarity is with this camera setup. So even when you zoom in, look at that. That's 4K for you. So everything at this point is going to be so much nicer. All my videos are going to be clear, and you're going to be able to see every single nice thing about my job, any kind of imperfection that you see, even like right there. Look at that quality. You can see everything. Look at that little dirt that I missed. You get to see everything. How about that little mark? With 1080p, it's great footage, it's great quality, but it's nowhere near the same as 4K. So hopefully with this camera, I'll be able to do you guys good. I'll be able to get some great footage of everything. The lens that I'm using right now is also a huge part of why this camera does look so good. It's a Leica lens. It's a 12-60 So it's a wide angle, and it also is kind of telephoto-y. So I can zoom in. So like, hey, here we go. I can stand back here, or I can zoom in to something like that. And it's great quality, great footage, and you can see it even stays in focus while I zoom. It's pretty sick. But yeah, so that's an update for you guys. I got the Golf ready. Well, ready-ish. Bumper's getting done. Fenders are done. So I think everything actually on the front is complete. So now it's everything like rear doors, the doors, the fenders, the quarters, rear bumper, and that's it. So by the end of this, it's all going to be completely red. Right now, it's a little blue. It's not bad. Like, from what Luca was saying beforehand, is that he really missed the gloss. And that's kind of a major reason as to why we went with the Avery wrap. It's pretty easy to work with, considering Luca, I'll give it to him, he was the only one that's been working on this thing, and he's been able to get pretty damn good results. So he doesn't really have any kind of orange peel, or not orange peel, but like crinkles, or whatever the heck you want to call them, with vinyl wrap. Especially around some of the curved parts. Like the fenders, they were kind of tricky, but this bumper was a pain in the butt. Because it's curved this way, like around, but it also has some curved parts up and down. And you guys tell me, what do you think of this? Obviously, we're not completely done, but it's getting there. So we're now going to get a little sound clip as to what this exhaust sounds like. So with that little bit of work done, it has a nice note to it. It does sound a little tinny, but it doesn't exactly sound like a little fart cannon or whatever like a typical Honda does. When I had my fart cannon on my Honda, I'll admit it, it was loud. I kind of liked it, but the sound itself wasn't that nice. With this, it's a little different. So, here we go. Okay, maybe it does sound a little racy, a little fart candy, but it's actually not that bad. I prefer how this is versus to how it was. It doesn't look that bad either, considering this entire setup cost them... Luca, what did it cost for the muffler? What'd you pay for the muffler?
28 bucks.
28 bucks from Amazon? Amazon special?
Yeah.
And the piping was 100, let's call it?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so that's not that bad for basically a full... No, that's cat back.
Header back.
Header back. Is there cats?
Yes.
Cats, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there a resonator or just the muffler?
No, just muffler.
Well, there you go. What else is done? Luca, what have you done to this thing? Oh, you painted up the brakes, put new rotors on?
Yep.
Installed basically the exact same rotors as what it had before. There's EBC yellow stuff pads.
Front rear, new tires.
What are the tires?
Federal 595 Evo.
I don't know if you guys heard that. They're Federal 595 Evos. They're 225/40 R18s, and they're a lot stickier than the tires that were on there before. Well, were they?
No, they're about the same.
What did you have? Potenzas?
Yeah, Potenza RE71Rs. And then the side markers.
There's side markers over there. I don't know if you guys saw this, but he's got these quick release latches for the hood. So you don't need to use the button to get it in and out. Also, we painted up the engine cover. If you guys remember, we showed you a video on how to make this any color you want, and we made it metallic burnt orange. Looked pretty sweet, but it didn't exactly go with the color scheme that Luca is going for now. So now with the red here, we figured red cover and call it a day. Is that it?
Yeah.
Have anything inside?
Interior trim, like the handles and stuff, painted red. These headlights.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it with these headlights, but these are slightly different ones than the R8 style ones that had like the little strip on the bottom. For the interior, Luca was talking about these panels, these like little trim pieces that he painted up. Painted all those up a little bit red, add a little bit of accent, and you know, put a little bit of spice on the interior of the car. You can see he did all the vents, door handles. That bezel there, right there, for the shifter was done before. That was an aftermarket shift boot that we installed. Painted up the little circle part around the horn. Horn still works pretty good. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Like, it's all pretty much standard stuff other than like vinyl wrapping the panels. Everything that Luca's pretty much done to this thing, we've shown on the channel. So you guys can find something along those lines if you are interested in finding it. Little walk around. For a car that we initially picked up for 600 bucks, I'm still surprised that it's still kind of lasting. And there she is. I was really looking forward to getting this camera before I started working on the Mini, like taking apart the engine, but that exactly wasn't in the books. But I do have this camera now, and I want these videos to be friggin' top-notch and unbelievable quality. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys like this camera, because it does take a little bit more space. It is a little bit more to edit. It takes longer to put out videos, but if you guys think it's worth it and you guys like this quality, let me know, because with this, you guys can see every imperfection on my face, on my cars, on everything. The footage, I think, is spectacular. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys want to get started with a YouTube channel, you don't need a fancy schmancy camera like I have right here. You can even get started with this one. I started off using a cheap GoPro. That was when the Hero 3s were out, and that's what I used to get started with my channel. If you guys want to pick up this camera, if you guys want to pick up that camera, you want to see anything that I'm using for this video, let me know. Check the description box. I'll have links for you guys there. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.